All right, guys, we should be live. I'm gonna do one little quick check just to make sure that we're live, because much as I like to talk to dead air, I'd rather talk to people. Okay, so I believe we are live and moving. All right, so cool. I want to welcome everybody to our Hangout today. My name is Nikki Witherspoon, aka FBA Ninja. Hiya! All right, I want to welcome you to our Monday night Hangouts. We have these Hangouts every single Monday. Okay, so if you miss a previous hangout, then go to our YouTube channel, watch them. They're always interesting. We do weird stuff on here sometimes. I think last week we were putting on costumes and stuff, and I can't guarantee that that won't happen again today. Okay, so let's see. There you go. Bruce already has one, so I can't guarantee that I may not have some glasses or something on by the end of the show. Okay, show. Look, at the end of the hangout. Okay. But guys, we are part of an awesome, awesome organization called DS Domination. Within DS Domination, we have the most amazing team of just remarkable entrepreneurs, okay? Our team is called Team Neos and Boss Squad. Neo stands for No Excuses, Only Solutions. Guys, that's self-explanatory, okay? If you have your own business, there can't be any excuses. Everything that you encounter has to be jumped over, ran through, punched in the face, okay, and just gone right ahead so that you can get to where you need to be for your family. All right, a little bit about myself. Once again, Nikki Witherspoon. I have a background in accounting. I actually started this awesome company December 2013. I mean, so many changes have occurred since joining this company, all right? Coming from a background in accounting, yeah, I guess you can match the numbers type thing, maybe. I never sold a thing in my life. A pack of cookies when I was in Girl Scouts, and some of that was probably sympathy from family members because I never went anywhere and sold them. You know, it's kind of like, hey, Aunt so-and-so, can you buy this or whatever. I had no experience in this. But to go from no experience to becoming a power seller on eBay in a matter of 4 months, absolutely unheard of, okay? And guys, it all starts with a $20 bill. We'll get into that later. But yes, came from a history working overseas. My husband, who's also on the call as well, we spent 10 years overseas in Iraq. And, you know, luckily we came across this company just by watching Facebook, keeping, you know, tabs on some of our friends, found a post on Facebook, and that started our entire journey. Started the entire journey. So if anybody on here was invited by somebody from Facebook, hey, so was I. All right, so it happens, guys. But this is an awesome opportunity. We have an awesome panel of just remarkable entrepreneurs on here. Everybody has a unique story, a different story, and we like to bring team members out so that people who haven't joined yet can see that we're a real company, that we are real people. There's nothing, you know, extraordinary, oh, can't even talk, extraordinary about us as far as what we're doing. We're just action takers. We're action takers. As Bruce will probably say when he comes out, you know, we don't just take notes. We're not data collectors. So maybe Bruce can, you know, elaborate on that a little bit. But since I said his name twice already, let's go over to Bruce and see what he has to say. Bruce, come on, unmute yourself and give us a little bit.
What's going on?
Hey.
Oh, wow. What a journey. By the way, we just got back from spending the weekend with Nikki and Parrish, and they fed us too much and all those good things. And so one thing that you'll find out about this team, we always have fun. We have a good time. And the good part about it is that you can live your life the way you want to. But you can have a ball and still make make some serious income right from the comforts of your own home. So that's the greatest part about what we do. Just briefly about myself, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I spent about 25 years in corporate America in the insurance industry. And you know, at the very end of it, they were nice enough to send me a letter and said, you know, we're no longer in need of you. I'll talk about that probably more in a while, but spent a lot of years in the network marketing industry. Had some great successes. Had some great I won't call them failures, but learning experiences. How's that sound? And you know, many years of that. And I actually own a conventional business as we speak. It's a huge world of difference compared to what we do online. We have a ball in what we do here. Started with this company and the e-commerce industry, not knowing anything. I too came from a video on or a post on Facebook. My sponsor kept posting about making money while she slept and all these crazy things, and I was like, okay, I'm not making money while I'm sleeping. I'm working 12, 14, 16-hour days, and working like a crazy man, and just to make a living, on my own. And so I thought, okay, what's it hurt? I already knew her, I trusted her, I respect her, and so I decided that I was going to ask her a question, and I said, what are you doing? And she said, well, let me show you. And she sent me a link to a website. I clicked on it, watched a video, I don't know, 7, 8 minutes, whatever it was. And maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, you need to. And I liked what I saw. It reached out and grabbed me, and the rest is history. And that was in February, the end of February of 2014. And it's been life changing, definitely. And we have some awesome, incredible friends, a world of learning. Just every day is a learning experience, and we have a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say. I'll just say it this way. I just know that when I saw this, I knew that I did not want to go back to corporate America. We had a situation after I lost my career that our oldest son was injured in the military. And we moved to Texas, pretty much sight unseen, for his medical treatment. And I knew that I had to make money from home. He was bedridden for 2 years. I became his caretaker. And that was a labor of love. And so, throughout that process, I knew that I did not want to go back to working a job, go back to putting out resumes, etc. And the older that we get, the less we want to do those things. I can't imagine going out and, tromping the job market today, trying to find something, because in working my way back up the ladder, only to find out that ladder may have been tipped on the wrong wall. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage you, and I'm going to challenge you to, whether I was a corporate executive. I wore a suit and tie every single day for 25 years, and and it wasn't because I loved it, because I had to. And I'm going to encourage you, even if you're a corporate executive, even if you're making a 6-figure income or above that, it can all be gone like it was with mine. It was all gone in one day by opening up the mailbox and finding a nice letter in the mail said, we regret to inform you, we don't like you anymore. We don't need you anymore. Okay, and that's really what it came down to. So I'm going to encourage you, wherever you're at in your career, in your life, set yourself up for success, and challenge yourself. Do something. Set up a plan B, and because what you don't want to do is you don't want to wait until you're thirsty to go to the well. Okay. And then watch the trainings. Nikki already alluded to it. I watched videos after videos after videos for months on end and never took action on them. And when I realized that the reason I wasn't getting results was because it was right here, okay? Because I didn't take action. And when I realized that all I had to do was watch them and actually do something, amazingly, things started to happen. So anyway, with that, I'm going to zip my lip, and I know Nikki has nothing else to say either, so I'll turn it back over to her, and I challenge you to click the button below and start your journey. We're here to help you. We're excited, and back to you, Nikki.
Woo! You said some good stuff in there, Bruce. One of those key points in there about, coming from corporate America, that was one of those things that even though I worked in Iraq, I technically still had a desk job. I still worked in an office. I still dealt with traditional, cube dweller type issues, the corporate bureaucracy, all that nonsense. And, after leaving that world and starting our own business, guys, I can't express to you the the level of stress that has left our lives, okay? I mean, you're always going to have stress out there, but that pressure, that level of stress of reporting to someone else, when you get rid of that, there's no word for the joy. It's a euphoric feeling that you don't have to wait for someone else to sign your paycheck. You don't have to wait for someone else to tell you when it's okay for you to see your family, or to take a vacation, or to sleep late. Okay? Come on. We don't have to ask permission to sleep late, and anybody on this panel will tell you that I love to sleep late, okay? And we can do it whenever we want to. So I mean, that's just killer right there. And also, like Bruce said, there's been so many people within our organization that have got, that they've received their walking papers, and all of them will tell you that it was unexpected. But many of them will also tell you that when they got those walking papers, what it made them do was work harder. And a lot of people already had, they've already found DS-domination. The ones that we interact with, they found DS-domination prior to getting their walking papers, so it didn't hit them as hard. But what about all these people out there that are getting fired or terminated at the drop of a dime and have nowhere to turn to? You never know when a post like this, or if you find somebody's drop card in DS-domination, maybe a friend or a family member, introduced you to this, maybe they sent you this link, and I mean, we never know who this is going to touch, and who needs this. So we always like to come on here and give people these different stories so that you can know that there's other people that have been in similar situations. So I want to move this over to Nicole. Nicole has a very, very inspiring story. She is a phenomenal woman. And hey, look, I'm going to zip my face because everybody has their own set of challenges and their own set of circumstances, but that doesn't mean that we stop, or that we quit, or that we, put up excuses. Guys, this is no excuses, only solutions. We don't have time for excuses. Either give us a solution or just, zip your mouth. Nicole, come on. I know you have an awesome story. Share it with us.
All right. Well, I'm hoping everybody can hear me okay. My other computer was acting crazy, so I had to switch computers in the middle of this. In any case, well, my name is Nicole, and I joined DSD in January of 2014. And when I first joined, I didn't really do anything with it. I kind of watched the videos. I think, the same thing Bruce said, didn't really do anything, watched them over and over and over again. And then a few months down the road, my team, I started to get a little bit of a team, a small team, and they started to have some sales. And they started asking me questions, and I couldn't answer their questions. So I said, okay, I need to be able to sell something, and I needed money too. So I started to get really active probably about the third month in, started listing after watching the sales. I was a little apprehensive the first time I listed, but when I got my first sale, I was so ecstatic, so ecstatic. I was like, this really works. This really works. And so after I got my first sale, I said, okay, let's keep going, and I found that the secret for me personally was building a schedule that would work, and then also to be consistent, because I have two special needs children. One of them has a little more challenges than the other, and we spent a significant amount of time in the car going from therapy to therapy, doctor appointment to doctor appointment, dealing with medical expenses, deductibles, scheduling appointments, picking up prescriptions, going to go see naturopath doctors. I mean, it's just a lot. And I had to figure out, in the middle of trying to make some money so that we wouldn't struggle as much, I had to figure out a schedule that was going to work, because I knew that this worked after I got my first sale. I said, you got to make this work. You got to find time. So I, too, came from a background of working in corporate America. I actually used to do software support for a living, and I did training, and I did corporate software support training, and then also implementations, upgrades, and all of that fun stuff. And I was a former project manager. And you kind of get tired. I used to fly everywhere for projects, and I used to have to meet with people, and you have to dress a certain way and talk a certain way and look a certain way. And I was blessed to find a friend who said, you can do your support from home. So once I was able to find a company that would allow me to do software support from home, I came home in 2008, and that was a blessing from God because I needed to be at home. Around that same time, my son was diagnosed with his conditions, multiple conditions that he has, and so being at home was a godsend. Finding something I could do from home. But that didn't change our financial situation. So I said, okay, I have to keep looking. And I did go from a couple of different, network marketing opportunities and a couple of online opportunities, internet marketing. And when I found DSD, I was introduced to it by a friend who's actually was in another opportunity with me. Mm-hmm. And she sent me a link, and I watched the video, and I said, Amazon and eBay. Okay, I can do this. And I signed up immediately. It didn't take me but a second to figure out that I was going to do it. But it did take me a while to actually get going. So back to finally getting started and getting some sales. With our crazy schedule of all the things that I have to do with my son, I was able to find, little pockets of time in the car in between appointments. I would get online because I'm mobile, so I'd have my laptop and my hotspot and my phone, and I would just literally, I would list, or I would ship something, or I would sell, or whatever I needed to do. If I was going to go drop them off at therapy, I would, again, sit in the car or in the waiting room. If we were in between appointments, I would just find time. And then once they went to sleep, I would stay up for a couple of hours and work on it then. And my goal was ultimately to free up some of the money, because a significant amount of my income was going to medical expenses. It was just being eaten up by medical expenses. And so DSD has allowed me to kind of free up some of our money so that we just don't feel like we're living paycheck to paycheck. And it's the sales, the profits that I make. And everybody's experiences in DSD are going to be different. Everybody's results are going to vary. But that was the thing that kind of changed things for us. And we were able to, because of the money I've been making with DSD, able to cover our deductible for the first time at the beginning of the year. We were able to see some specialists that I had not been able to see before that I wanted to see. And we were able to start some therapies that I had never started before for my boys because I couldn't afford it because they were so expensive. They weren't covered by insurance. And to be able to do that, I'm eternally grateful for being introduced to DSD for that. So the biggest thing for me was just being consistent and taking action, and that's why I really like DSD. We've evolved over the last year and a half that I've been with it, a little more than a year and a half, and those changes, a lot of the changes are very good for the organization. It's great for new members. It makes it easier for me to work with some of my new members if they decide to join. But I've been able to help a couple of other families that have the same challenge I do. Other families that have special needs children that need a financial solution to all of their medical bills, a financial solution to that therapy that they wanted to get, they couldn't afford because they didn't have the money. And then those people that are living paycheck to paycheck because all of their expenses are going out because their child has a special diet or an extremely expensive prescription that insurance is not covering. And so that has been, DSD has just been a huge blessing to me, and I've been able to bless others with this opportunity.
Woo! Okay, that's all I can say. That's all I can say is woo. Okay, like I said, yes, actual phenomenal woman that we have here. She's doing awesome things with her own two hands. Okay, own two hands. That's what's so great about the business is that you control the outcome. No one's controlling your outcome but yourself. And I mean, you're putting your own future, your own freedom in your hands. You're not depending on someone else, on someone else having a good day and then coming to the office and then, blessing you with a raise or something like that. You're not depending on somebody's budget having enough money in there to give you a quarter raise. I remember my second job ever, my boss bringing me in there and, to my little yearly raise meeting and just huge smile on her face telling me that I was going to be increased per hour by 25 cents. And I suppose I was supposed to do a cartwheel or something, but even at at a young age, I think I was like 19, I was like, give me a quarter? What am I going to do with a quarter? I'm going to buy a Happy Meal, an extra Happy Meal each week? Come on now. you know, and now we don't have to do that. You know, one sale alone on eBay is more than I got in my raise, okay, after putting in hours of my life for someone else to build someone else's company. Guys, with DS Domination, you're building your own company. You're building your children's future company. You're building your children's future company. We're in a time of e-commerce, okay? The more time goes by, the more things are accessible online. I mean, you could buy a house online. You could look, we bought a house online. We got our dog online. You could buy a car online. Come on. I don't know. Well, you can get food online. You can do everything online. That's the way the world is going. You know, just by going from DS Domination, it's opened up our marketplace, not just to, we're in Houston, but not just to Houston, not just to Texas, not to the U.S. We sell to markets for people in China, in South America, in Europe. You are expanded just globally. That's nuts. And guys, it's just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. All right, let's move this over to Mr. Shipping Samurai over here. All right. Yeah, you. This is actually my husband, guys, so we're going to bring him out. Who are you looking at?
Who's talking? Where's that voice coming from?
Your mouth.
I know mine. I'm talking about the one. Oh, that's you.
Hello.
Hey, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Paris Witherspoon here, Shipping Samurai, and just happy to be here. Really, you know, want to thank the panel for being here. We got a great panel for you guys tonight. So, as always, definitely listen, because their experiences and the experiences that you're going to hear from me. You'll find that some of them are pretty similar to the situations that you all are going through right now, or maybe going through, or have already went through and have overcome. So here's my story. Once upon a time, there was, no, I'm just kidding. We're not going to start it like that. We're going to do a little better than that. Okay. First of all, for those of you who don't know, I came from not corporate America, but I actually protected corporate America. Let me explain how I did that, okay? Because I come from a diplomatic security background. What that means is all the people who believe they are super important, I was protected, okay? And they would want to go into these high threat areas, i.e. Iraq, and make their presence known. Basically be able to say, hey, I've been to Iraq, so I'm special, I'm great. And while they did that, you know, I had to spin my team up, put their lives in jeopardy to take them out and make sure that they were safe. Okay, so I'm really downplaying this. Okay, it's a whole lot more serious than that. But that's basically what I did. And when we did that in this war zone, we literally put our lives before somebody else's. Now imagine that. Imagine that. Let's see. There's a car coming down the street, and you have to save the person that's getting ready to walk out the street, but when you save that person, you have to jump out and take the hit. Come on, who would do that? Who would do that outside of anybody but their children or loved ones? How about doing that for a complete and total stranger? Okay? I had to train my team to do that, as well as train myself to do that, and to do it without thinking. Okay, so that's the job environment I came from, and in this job environment we had an added pleasure. Okay, because the Iraqis, at least the insurgents, didn't want us there, so they sent us little care packages throughout the day. Okay, and when I mean by care packages, they drop rockets on us. You know, they drop mortars on us. You know, they put bombs on the side of the road and try and blow us up while we were going from place to place. Okay, so we also had to deal with that. And again, I'm downplaying this a lot because it was really a trying time for me, and also my wife who worked out there as well, and my teammates. I really lost some really good friends to the war on terror, and to do them justice, we protected corporate America, and in doing that, you know, we definitely put our lives on the line. So this is what we did day in and day out. Day in and day out. Okay? We did this for a full decade. All right? That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough to deal with that for a full decade. And you wake up, you plan for your missions, you take people out, you come back home, you work out, and then you eat, and then your day starts over again. All right? Needless to say, there were some close calls for everybody, my team, my friends, and everybody that was there. There were definitely some close calls. And after a decade, Nikki and I had a conversation, which, by the way, she picked me up. This is what you guys don't know, but she actually picked me up out there at Salsa Night. Okay, so you guys may not know. I'm just going to do a little sidetrack here, all right, because look at that. Here she goes. Here she comes. And she picked me up in Iraq at Salsa Night. Salsa Night is like a little, reprieve for us contractors and military personnel out there. And what it is it would happen on Friday night. We go to one of the palaces and they would play salsa music and everybody get their little salsa on, and have a good time. And Miss Nikki came through here with her PSD entourage and saw me and said, you know what? That guy right there, I got to talk to him. So I did talk to her. I let her talk to me. I told everybody, it's okay, let her pass. I let her in the VIP section so she can talk to me. And the rest is history. All right, so that's the silver lining for me. Look at it for you. That's the silver lining for me. So that was a good thing about being out there. But it was very dangerous, needless to say. So to get back on task, we needed to find something different. We missed time at home with our family. We missed time at home with our friends. We missed time at home with our daughter. We missed graduations. We missed birthdays. We missed Mother's Days. We missed all kinds of stuff. And we communicated through a screen, just like I'm talking to you all right now. And that's a hard way to communicate with somebody for a decade. And when you come home, maybe a month at a time. Maybe a month at a time you get to see them. Every 6 months, every 5 to 6 months, you get a month at home and you get to visit your family, and there's just no time to do anything. So we did that for a decade and just knew that there was a better way. And we had to make a game plan. And in making that game plan, our game plan was to obviously send Nikki home first because that's what a guy does. He sends his wife he gets his wife out of danger as soon as he can, and he puts up with it until he can get away himself. Okay, so that was our game plan. But what she did with that time is she didn't waste it. She didn't just take it and say, hey, all right, I'm free. She actually put it to good use. Okay? And she found DS domination. And in finding DS domination, she gave us the vehicle that we needed to both transition out. So she tested it out. Found out that it works because it does work. Started with Pro, simple $19.95, and enabled her to come home, replace her salary, and me to come home a year later and replace mine. And now we're not doing too bad. We're having a good time. We're spending time with each other. Like she said, she loves to sleep. Boy, does she love to sleep. And she snores really loud, too. So just had to throw that out there. All right. So, we're traveling, and we're really having a great time. We're really learning to enjoy each other because during the time that we've been married, we never really got a chance to live with each other and know each other, So now I know she chews funny. I didn't know that she chewed funny before when we were at the dinner table because I didn't see her very often. So now I know that she chews funny, and I just in one ear and out the other. Not a problem, I know that she likes to
You are so lucky you're in the other room. I'm getting ready to mute you and pass it to the next person. Can I boot him from the Hangout?
And now I know that she's really feisty. You see? You guys are getting a taste of what I'm dealing with. She's really feisty. So, I got to find that out, and it's fun because I like messing with her. I like poking her and stuff and getting her going and seeing her facial expression. You guys watching her facial expression, see her eyebrows go up in her face, how it just flips. That's kind of funny to me because I didn't get a chance to see that. So, you know, we're really having fun with this, and we're enjoying what we're doing. You know, it really gave us a life back. It gave us a life back, and in doing that, we're able to just enjoy ourselves and work the business, and we're working it to the fullest. And if you were invited by anybody, by all means, get back with that person if you have any questions. Don't just leave it at that and don't follow up or follow through. Get back with that person, because this is an awesome opportunity, and you really want to be a part of this, or at least make sure that you've been able to make an educated decision as to what you think about it and not just what you believe. Make decisions on what you know. All right, and you know, that's all I got for you guys right now, because I'm being told my time is up. So I can go on, but we got some more people that have some really good stories to share. I don't know if they'll be as good as mine, but we'll see.
Oh man, don't encourage him, Bruce. Don't encourage him. You see, that's what happens when you do a live Periscope while your husband has the mic. Because I didn't know what he was saying until I heard salsa night and something else. I'm just like, oh no, come on. But no, guys, I mean, he hit it right on the nose. I mean, seriously, we didn't really get a chance to be actual husband and wife until, you know, coming to DS Domination and being able to finally come home. We got our time back. We got our freedom back. You know, and what I've kind of incorporated into our tagline is, you know, DS Domination kind of, you know, you gain your freedom one sale at a time, basically, you know. And a lot of that you can't do anywhere else. You know, where else can you sit at home in your pajamas? Like, I may look like I'm dressed right now. You know, I'm sporting my nice little DS Domination shirt, but I'm not. I'm in pajamas. I'm in my socks. It's a front. I don't care. I'll tell you right now. This is just for the show. There's no shame in my game. I'm in my pajamas. All right.
I am dressed though.
No, you're not. You're in your pajamas too. You know. Business from the top, party down below. Okay, but that's okay. Why? Because we work for ourselves. We work for ourselves, guys. So, you know, we like to have fun. As you can see, that's another joy of being, you know, an entrepreneur, of working for yourself, of working from home, on top of getting your time back, on top of getting all of this freedom. I mean, you can just kind of let your hair down. You can work when you want to work, you know. Some people like to work at 2 in the morning. Some people like to work at 8 in the morning. I mean, you never know. But it's up to you, guys. It's up to you. So I want to go over to this nice gentleman over here. Like I'm going over here like you can see him. Well, he's over here on my screen, okay? And I don't know that she knows that I know that she's there in the room beside him. So maybe he can see, he knows what I'm talking about. Maybe he can get her to come out too and grace us with her presence. But AJ, come on out and give us a little bit about yourself, and maybe Kat will come out from behind the computer. I see her at.
Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay?
We can hear you just fine.
All right. First off, I want to thank you all for allowing me to come on this evening and share my experiences with everyone. I come from a military background, actually did 12 years in the U.S. Army. Decided that another 8 years to retirement was a little too far for me, a little too the mundane, the routine. I got tired of deploying all the time. So I knew that I needed to do something different, so I wound up getting out of the military. I have an IT background, so my why is a little different. I actually enjoy my current corporate job because it's IT. I get to go to work in flip-flops, but I'm still required to be there. So my wife is actually from Germany, so my goal is to be able to travel around, move around, travel abroad, and still be able to make a great or a decent income. So I'm unable to do that going to the brick and mortar building every day. So my road to entrepreneurship started years ago doing whiteboard presentations where you got to get 3 people in, and I would sit there and I'd give these briefings in my best Macy's suit that I might have spent $150 for. I have my Macy's suit on, and I'm telling these people how much money they can make and how great this company is, and then at the end of the presentation, I'd have to ask one of them to give me a ride home because I don't have a car. But you can make all this money doing what I'm doing, you know? So needless to say, you know, it didn't work, but I was enjoying the journey. I learned a lot of things that I carry over with me today. I ran across DSD in November. Actually, I started in November 2014. And I just happened to see a Facebook video because I was following someone that was in another opportunity that was in. It might have been my envelope stuffing opportunity or something like that. But I was following someone else that was an opportunity I was in, and she was talking about DSD and drop shipping and things of that nature. So I clicked on the link and I saw the famous video with Roger and the daughter and whatnot, and it just made sense. Being able to copy and paste and using platforms I was already familiar in regards to buying on, it just made sense. So I got started. Roughly about 2.5 weeks into it, I made my first sale, and it was over from there, guys. I knew that this was doable. Whatever it did for me to make that first sale was duplicatable. It was scalable, so I had an actual roadmap or a game plan and how to actually get this thing going. So it's all about the small victories. It's all about the sale by sale. If you're watching this and you need to pay your rent tomorrow, you might want to buy a lottery ticket because you're gonna have to put the work in. But this is doable, and it's very scalable. You can do this on a shoestring budget. I mean, if you just need to get some chicken and rice in the house for the week, this is how you can do it. 2 sales, and you got groceries in your refrigerator. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. Not too long ago, it was a point in time where, like most people, corporate America, I'm check to check. And not too long ago, I would have to keep at least $5 in my account so that gas commute when I'm in between checks, I can run that as a credit card transaction and shoot my account into a negative state so I can fill up my tank. So I'm not the only one, but I'm just letting you know that, hey, this is just how it was. So DSD has actually helped in that regard, and just to be able to make the ends meet, get the little things done, and it's all about the small victories. The thing that I like about DSD is that you're not dependent on the company in regards to be successful. Now, of course, they provide the training, they provide the platform. You have all the tools you need to be successful. But if something was to happen to DSD and it was to go away tomorrow, everyone on this panel will still be able to thrive and have a successful business. So that's the main thing that I like. You're not dependent on anyone or any one thing but yourself. And there are times when that's the hardest thing because you have to get out of your own way. So whatever type of person you are is what's going to show in your business. So if you procrastinate, you're going to procrastinate in your business. If it's just wherever you go, there you are. And there's a reason that saying is in existence. So I'm not sure if I can get my wife to show her face, and I don't want to get hit later. So she's in the room. She can just give a shout out vocally.
Hey.
All right, and we'll roll with that. But yeah, in a nutshell, guys. Okay, there we go. So in a nutshell, guys, this is an awesome opportunity. I actually have a true, clear, defined roadmap on how to reach the financial goals that we have. And it's I don't see how anyone can turn this thing down or walk away from this for the cost of a lunch. $19, I mean, actually the entry fee to this thing is so low that people don't take it seriously, and that may be the actual problem. But for $19, you can't go wrong. You'll spend that on lunch or the chicken wing fest or whatever it may be. So go ahead and try this thing out, man. You will not regret it. You get in, you get out what you put in. I'm signing off. This is AJ Hainsworth, aka Dropship Assassin, and I thank y'all once again for allowing me to share today.
I love it. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I mean, guys, he said it point blank right then and there. People come from all walks of life. People have all types of issues going on. You never know. Like you said, that's powerful. The $5 in the account, to get gas in the car. There are so many people that go through that same exact ordeal, but this is one of the great things about this. Like you said, it's a 1995 change. 1995, it's not even $20. But like he said, I tend to agree with you as well, because that dollar amount is so low. I think a lot of people look at it and they're like, nothing substantial could literally cost $20, and they kind of look the other direction. And it's not until something happens, something is said, perhaps a story like, AJ's comes along, or Nicole, Parrish, Bruce, Ron, anybody who's on here. That's the reason why we have these hangouts, because maybe my particular story may not hit home for you. Maybe Nicole's doesn't hit home for you, but maybe AJ's did, and that may be all that's needed to get you to snap into it and realize that this is an awesome opportunity. We're not asking you to break the bank here. It's $20. Think about it. How many times have we wasted $20 in the last 7 days? I'm not even going to say the last month. In the last week, what have you bought in the last week that you probably could have lived without? I could think of a bunch of stuff right now, okay? A bunch of stuff. Just think about that. Guys, we started December 2013. If I had known about this prior to, we'd have been doing it a long time ago, and our 10-year stint in Iraq would have been much shorter, okay? That's how serious this business is. We've had people be able to retire. How many people in their, early 30s, 40s, even 50s, even have the opportunity to retire from corporate America? Not many. Not many. Okay? There are people that are working. Get out. There are people working. My grandma on my dad's side, she's in her 80s, and she just stopped working. Okay? Just stopped working. And if it was up to her, she would still be working. Okay? But guys, here's the thing. It's one thing if you choose to continue to work. Like AJ said, he likes his job. There's one thing if you like that path. But if you don't, you have to make a change. But none of us can make that change for you. You have to make that change. But how awesome is it that that change can be made starting with $20? Less than $20. You'll get a nickel back. You could go to Walmart and put your nickel in one of those little gumball machines and you give them candy. Come on now.
There are no 5-cent gumball machines
anymore.
There's no
5-cent gumball machines anymore?
No.
You can get the sprees. Didn't they used to give you sprees for 5 cents?
You can't buy anything for 5 cents anymore. You might as well just throw it on the ground.
I know, okay, if you know about a product called Genesis, which we'll get into, I know something you can get for 5 cents.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, but no, seriously.
That's something different. That's something that you opening up a whole new can of worms, girl.
Okay, but come on now, you get a nickel back. You can put it in your piggy bank. I still have a piggy bank over here on my nightstand. Okay, so that nickel will go a little ways. Okay.
Tell you what, Biden, go ahead and get Pro, and with the 5 cents you get back, we'll show you what to do with Genesis, and get Genesis. We'll show you how to make some money off that 5 cents.
He's not lying though. I'm laughing, but he's totally serious because we just got a whole bunch of 5-cent items. Another story. Okay, guys. But yes, that's why we have these hangouts. That's why we do these every single Monday. Not just, to talk to the camera or anything like that. It's to encourage people. It's to let you know that there is a way out if you are in a situation but don't know where to turn. There are ways out. There are people that are here to help. There is a company that's here to help. And I love that AJ said that as well. If the company were to disappear tomorrow, guess what? That really, my eBay business will stay around. Parrish's account will stay around. Bruce will have an account. Nicole will have an account. Ron will have an account. AJ will have an account. What other company can you even go that route with? Not that the company's going anywhere. Are you kidding me? We're growing like weeds, okay? Growing like weeds, and I love it, all right? Hey, Ron, I'm looking at you, and you look like you've got some really thought-provoking that you want to share with us. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out Ron. And Ron, enlighten us. Come on, give us some good stuff. Big Ron E.
How you guys doing? I'm pretty excited right now. Hearing the stories from Bruce to Nicole, Parrish, AJ. It's a very exciting time because here's the deal, guys. I come from a background of sales. I've been in sales for 30 plus years. I've owned my own business for a while, and retail has changed. Retail has gone from us getting a newspaper, open it up, clipping out or finding what we want, looking at a picture and looking at a price, and then going to that location to purchase that product. Back in the day, they needed salespeople because salespeople would have to convince you to do what you already came there to do. Today, us sitting on this panel, Bruce, Nicole, Parrish, AJ, we all come from different backgrounds, but collectively, we can help a lot more people and leverage our time through the internet. Okay, because we're all in different locations, we have different experiences. So right now, we're using other people's time, okay, other people's efforts, and other people's ideas because we didn't create DS domination. We didn't create drop shipping. We didn't create the internet. But we're all using somebody else's ideas. We're using eBay and Amazon labor to make profits off of a 1995 decision, and anybody can do it. So, that picture and price is still here. If you notice on your Facebook page, they're advertising on your Facebook page, and you have no control over that. You can buy things now in a secure environment, and people are buying products 24/7 while we're sleeping. And like Nikki said, I don't know that 5-cent product, but right now I'm in partnership with her and her family, Parrish and Bruce, and they can help me. They can carry my family with no hidden agendas. So this is a powerful opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki's going to come on and she's going to tell you exactly how DS domination is changing lives with different opportunities, different positions to get started, and so on and so forth. But the biggest thing I really find is very ironic is people say, I'm not computer savvy. I don't have the time. If you have one of these, you're computer savvy. It's called a cell phone. Okay? I don't know anybody that don't have one right now. My 2-year-old grandson is operating on the internet, watching videos or whatever. So here's the thing. It's not going anywhere. You're either going to be the consumer or the supplier, or both. And we're just asking you to take a serious look at this opportunity. Don't sit on the sidelines saying, all the excuses. I love the no excuses, only solutions, because it's so true. When you have people like Bruce, Nicole, AJ, Parrish, and Nikki right here to help you step by step, there's no excuses. So, I don't care what you may think, that you don't have the right tools. You have everything. The thing is that all you have to do is decide that you want to get out of that mindset of letting somebody else tell you when you could take lunch, when you can go on vacation for how long, how much money you can make, and start part-time with us. Start part-time drop shipping on eBay and Amazon. And ladies and gentlemen, there's no excuses. It's a 1995 opportunity. Like AJ said, there's a lot of people living in quiet desperation right now. They're living paycheck to paycheck. And guess what? If you don't have anything to offer anybody, you're no different than the next person. There's nothing different about you. Right now, everybody on this panel, we can extend our hand, just have general conversation. We don't have to recruit anybody. We're not looking to recruit just the average person. If we're going to align ourselves with business-minded people, because we're business-minded, we're going to attract those people anyway. Okay, but here's the thing. We have something to offer them, and we can teach them step by step how to copy and paste, how to find products, and how to get those products delivered and never even touch them, and make anywhere from $3 up to whatever you want to make in profit. And I will tell you this, that, wages is nothing wrong with wages. Working for somebody else, there's nothing wrong with that. I've done that for years. Wages will make you a living, but profits will make you a fortune. And I turn this call back over to the ninja here, Nikki. Nikki, thank you so much. Parrish, Nicole, Bruce, AJ, really appreciate you guys. Love you, and I'll see you at the top.
Hey, I'm not going to let you off so easily now, because I see a Five Below bag over there in the corner.
What?
I sure do. I sure do. Did anybody else notice that Five Below bag sitting over there in the corner? It's my spidey sense. I can see it. I can see it. I just honed in on it. What you got? What you got? Anything?
That is actually my business partner, which is my wife in Paris. You hit it right on the head. Doing business with your spouse. Believe me, she's running circles around me. Women are tearing this business completely up. A lot of companies, what happens is men make 80% of the income, but women do 80% of the work. It's just reverse here. And, Parrish and Bruce, we can tell you our stories. I'm sure, AJ, we're trying to catch up with these women going out shopping, man. And when they're shopping, they're not just shopping. They're shopping for profits, and now they can go out and buy us dinner. I know you can, Nick.
You don't miss nothing. Hey, I hear you, but I will say from experience now, these men are trying to catch up, okay? They are trying to catch up, because I know Bruce can fill up a cart, all right? I know he can fill up a cart. I know Parrish can fill up a cart when he's not playing with everything at the store, okay? So, yeah, okay, I think we've got him on Periscope and other stuff playing in the store. So that's our problem.
I gotta have fun.
That's
this is
our
fun.
problem.
I gotta make this fun.
But hey, guys, that's the good piece of it. It's fun. You're not having to stress out about stuff. Like, who wouldn't want to go to the store and actually shop for money? You're not shopping just to fill up your cart with stuff that you just need to have at your house. You're shopping for things that you're going to double, triple, quadruple when you make that sale, and that's the type of things that we teach you how to do. One of the things that we pride ourselves here in the NEOS Boss Squad is how to get people to think outside of the box, how to get people to change their mindset. You've heard a few people, like Ron went into mindset, Parrish went into mindset. Why? Because that's an important piece of this puzzle. The important piece of your future success freedom puzzle, probably the biggest piece of that puzzle is your mindset. If you have the wrong mindset, if you're thinking that you're going to fail before you even start, which is why you never pull that credit card out and pay the $19.95, your mindset's already in the wrong spot. Oh, the dog's barking. But hey,
Nicky's crazy dog.
He's not crazy. He's a pretty baby. But you see how he gets me sidetracked. But yeah, guys, the mindset. Anytime we have training, anytime we're in public, the first thing that we talk about is mindset. Why? Not to be redundant. It's so that we can hammer it home. We wouldn't be where we are right now if it wasn't for our mindset. We knew that Iraq was not where we needed to be. We knew that we had family at home, that we had a daughter at home, that we have my beautiful dogs everywhere that we needed to come home for.
We have fingers and toes we needed to keep.
Yeah, I like to keep my fingers and toes. But yeah, we had things that we were going to accomplish. So when we started this business, there was no, it might not work. No, it was going to work.
It's going to work.
It was going to work. And that's how we operate. We don't operate in the, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do that. Parrish always, and I used to be bad at it, but he's gotten me out of that, saying that I'm going to try this. No, I'm going to do it. I may have to do it 2 or 3 times before I succeed in doing it, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to instantly put it in my head that I'm going to fail, or even put the failure door anywhere around me. I don't have that. Yeah, it's not an option. I don't even have that door in my vision anywhere. The only doors I have are the success doors. Okay, and some of them might be locked, but I'm going to grab one that's going to open. Okay, I'm going to grab one that's going to open and swing both ways. Okay, and guys, it's a mindset thing, and you'd be surprised how quickly that mindset can take you from 0 to hero. All right, or from new seller to top-rated power seller in 4 months. Okay, it's totally possible. All right, totally possible. But guys, if you've heard anything that has encouraged you, that has even got you wondering, there are 2 buttons directly underneath this video screen. Feel free to join us. Guys, it's a $19.95 decision. $19.95 decision, okay? Press one of those buttons. Feel free as well. We are an extremely social, friendly team. We love to post our results online. Why? Because that may encourage you. That may show you that, hey, I just sold a comforter on eBay. I just sold, like, today we sold a bag of salt. Okay, we sold a bag of salt, all right? The day before that, we sold Tic Tacs. No matter of fact, we sold Cheerios today. We sold Cheerios and Tic Tacs today. Guys,
we're trying to find some more Cheerios, so be on the lookout for Cheerios.
Yeah, but guys, this is why we post. This is why we put this information out there, okay? We're not bragging or boasting. What we're doing is we're showing you that it's possible, and that it's possible with a multitude of items, okay? And that it's easy to do. It's not difficult. It just requires you to take action. Stop being a data collector, like Bruce says, and actually take action. Your life cannot progress forward until you start to do something different. If you're doing the same old, and you're on a straight path, maybe something's wrong. You know, maybe you need to try something different. Maybe you need to do something differently, okay? So get out of your own way. DS domination is not difficult, it's just different, okay? Be your own boss, be your own supervisor, be your own manager, sign your own paychecks. Guys, I cannot express to you how awesome it feels, okay? Really brief. Go ahead.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to open a door for you, okay? So this is a good segue point for you. But where else could a guy that absolutely detested shopping of any kind, to include grocery shopping, go with 200 of his best friends shopping for money, okay? Shopping for profits, okay? And I think you're going to talk about something else that's coming up. So I'll turn it back over to you. But you know, we went to an event, and here right in my hometown, my home city, Dallas, and we had a ball. And we took busloads of people to Five Below and Dollar Tree and taught them how to shop for profits. And on a Sunday morning, that was hilarious. And we didn't even give the stores advance notice that we were coming. That was fun. But anyway, hey, you know, it's all about thinking out of the box. So Nikki will tell you about what's coming up here shortly.
That was probably the best expression that I've ever seen on a store manager's face when I walked in the Dollar Tree. And I was like, hey, do you mind if we bring in 100 people? She was like, I guess. And I was like, what about 200? And she's like, okay. And I was like, they'll be here. I think the first bus just rolled up. So she's like, okay, you know. But that's what we get to do out here. We get to show people how to use the stores that they go into on a regular basis, how to see them in a different light. So yeah, what he's talking about is DS Domination had our second ever corporate event back in May. It was in Dallas, and we're having another event in October. More information is coming fairly soon, but yeah, guys, this next event is going to be geared around shopping for profit. How cool is that? You know, so I mean,
it's going to be huge.
It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts because this last event, that really wasn't even planned. To be honest with you, that really wasn't planned. That was kind of ad hoc. We just did it. And to pull that off, 200 people, come on. And we had an awesome time. People were making money before we even left the store. Yeah. People hadn't even gotten to their cars yet. They had purchased the items, walked out the store, and was literally cha-chinging like that. You know? So we're going to do that. Just multiply it by like 10. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do some really, really awesome things, unprecedented things. What other company will take you to an event and make you money at the event? That's so unheard of, but that's what we're going to do. And why? Because DS Domination is steady marching in that path of doing things differently, of getting people to think differently, of using the software, the systems, the training, the opportunities that they give to us in a manner that we can just flourish. That we can just flourish, guys. Our system is available in English. It's available in Spanish. I'm quite sure some's coming in, what is it, closed captioning?
Closed caption. It's being worked on now.
It's being worked on now. Guys, we have our system is available in English still, but it's also in the UK, so it's formatted to international customers. We've got a huge Canadian presence. We've got people in Mexico. We've got people all over Europe.
Australia.
The Caribbean, South America. I mean, it's just unheard of, okay? It's unheard of. I need somebody to move to Antarctica and sign up, okay? Because that's our last continent that we're waiting on. So whoever's out there, penguin, whatever, come on. I need you to sign up because that will just get us all over the globe, okay? Totally probably not going to happen, but it might, okay? I don't know.
I'll settle for Greenland. How about that? We'll settle for Greenland.
I can live with that. I can live with that. It's icy, too, sometimes. Okay.
Well, and Nikki, and I was going to add to what you were talking about because the timing of this event is totally awesome. I mean, it's before the holidays. So where can you go? Join a company that's going to help you, one, simplify the way you list items or sell items online. They're going to, whatever your time, whatever the time you used to take to do it, the time is reduced to be able to do that. And then two, you're literally going to join the company and go shopping for profits right before the holidays when sales are quadrupled during the holidays. What company can you join and do that? Where you can just, I'm joining and I had X number of thousands of dollars in profits by Christmas.
Yeah. Setting you up for success.
Immediately setting you up for success. So you need to click the button below today and come to our event in October whenever they announce it. But prior to that, get used to the system. Start using it. And, familiarize yourself with the system. Start listing, making some profits now, and then take those profits to a whole new level, those sales to a whole new level after the event in October.
Yes.
Just saying.
Right. I'm just saying. But no, she hit it right on the nose, guys. October is prime time. If you didn't catch our hangout, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, we talked about Q4 and the importance of Q4. And October is the beginning of Q4. And you'd be getting your items ready to go for all of the crazy people that wait to the last minute to shop for the holidays. And believe me, they do. And yes, they wait until the last minute. You will literally get messages like 2 days before Christmas, for instance, asking you, can you overnight a Disney Frozen Elsa doll? But people will ask for some crazy things, but you will make some crazy sales. But guess what, guys? The sales don't stop at the end of Q4. They continue well into the next year. So January, February. Why? Because not everybody, especially, come on. In America, we're kind of spoiled sometimes, and we like what we want. We want what we like, and we deal with it. So guess what happens after Christmas when everybody gets their presents? They want to take them back and get what they really wanted. Okay, so what does that mean for you? It means even more sales. Okay.
Or you got most of the grandparents shopping after the holiday season because they don't want to deal with the rush.
Well, yeah, so, that, and then what about the people who got gift cards? Gift cards and, all of these different things. They're stocking stuffers. They want to use them, especially the kids. How many kids allow their gift cards to just sit around for an entire year? No, they're going to go to the store the second they can. Okay.
But you know what? Can I say something real quick? It doesn't really just start in December, November. October, you can make some serious profits in October if you're prepping for that right now. Because what's coming up in October?
Halloween.
I am here to tell you that, that song, The Freaks Come Out at Night? People spend money in October. Okay? They are spending money in October. They are spending money for those costumes, those Halloween, that candy. Everything Halloween, the decorations. You need to be stocking up and getting that stuff now and putting it out there and getting it ready because when it hits, it's going to hit hard, it's going to hit fast, and it's going to really give you a small taste, but it's going to be a nice chunk of change of what's to come.
Oh yeah. After Halloween, I'm starting to think that people buy more decorations during Halloween than they do for Christmas.
I believe so.
I mean, all the spiders and netting and all kind of crazy stuff, and the costumes. Oh wow, the costumes alone. But guys, at our next event, we're teaching bundling. We're teaching all kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be a workshop.
Yes.
It's really going to be good.
Yes, it's going to be set up in a workshop method. So it's not going to be just a whole bunch of people getting on stage just yakking you. No, we're going to get you hands-on. You're going to go out shopping. We're going to have you actually packing stuff up, sending it out if you're doing FBA, making your listings, doing all kind of stuff. But we're going to get people actually active in it. You're going to
practical training.
Exactly. Exactly. So we're super excited about that. Like I said, it's unprecedented. How many other, companies will have a live event and actually put the members to work during the event, to make money? I mean, it's just nuts. But that's one of the great things, once again, about DS Domination is that we're breaking, just the mold of a traditional company.
Yeah,
This
just
company
breaking
is
down barriers.
exactly, exactly. This company is getting ready to hit our 2-year anniversary. So, I mean, just to see the leaps and bounds that we've made in the 2 years that we've been in existence, just to see how the training has come from the very beginning to now, all the different services that are available. There's a point now in DS Automation where you don't even have to open eBay anymore. Once you physically open your account, like register for your account, you don't even have to open it anymore, okay? That's just nuts. And I'm not going to go there with you right now, okay? I will go into that in greater detail next week because it just gets me hyped. All right, and I feel a little cool right now, and after last week I was red, my cheeks were red because I was so excited. Okay, so we will go into all of the programs in greater depth next week, but guys, this is an awesome opportunity. 1995. You've heard everyone's story here today, and these stories are just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, if you were to sit and talk to anybody on this panel, anybody in the company, and in great depth, you would get so much information. You would see how much people care, how much we are so willing to share the information that we've learned along the way to ensure that you're successful. We've got Facebook groups, we've got trainings, we've got Hangouts, we've got webinars, there's phone calls, there's recordings of all of this stuff, guys. Live, recording, whatever suits your preference, So if you have one of those late night jobs where you can't be on the thing live, guess what? Go click the recording whenever you're ready. All right, guess what? Hey, one other thing that our awesome group has is we have an app. Hello, woohoo! Whose team has an app? We do. All right, so come on. We are being just like Paris said, we're breaking down barriers. We're crossing all of these different paths. We are just doing some really, really remarkable things out here, guys, and we would love to have you part of our team. If you're hesitant about anything, get back with the person who invited you here. Ask some questions. We don't hide anything. Reach out to any of us. Ask us questions. Click one of those social media buttons down there. Post a question. We're always here. We do this business. We're working this business ourselves. We all sell on eBay or Amazon or both. All right? And hey, I love what I do. Do you guys love what you do? Hello.
Oh, you're asking us?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the crowd out there. I was waiting for somebody to respond and say that's pretty neat.
Well, if we didn't like what we were doing, we wouldn't be here. So that's as simple as that is.
Exactly. Exactly. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it off on this. Bruce, Nicole, Ron, Parrish, AJ, anybody have anything closing that they want to add?
There's a button below. Click it. See you on the inside.
Well, there you go. Absolutely. There you go, guys. So there you have it. There's a button. Join us. We'd love to have you. We look forward to seeing you on the other side. All right. But until then, we will be back. Same bat time, same bat channel, same time next week on Monday. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had a really good time, and we hope to see you on the other side. But if not, we'll see you on Monday. So then you can click the button then. All right. See you guys later. Have a good evening.